Alright folks, so what I will do is I'm gonna move the tractor out, turn it around, and I'm going to drop my backhoe like I never did before. Alright, you see that. So what I've done differently this time is I disengage the locking mechanism here, and so what I will do, I'm just gonna put the pin back right there. If in case all the weight is toward that, and the locking mechanism will stop it right like in here. I did that on my video when I moved. I put the pin there, so it was not gonna move on each side. So it was not on the hole, but it was here on the side, and it's a locking mechanism. So there's basically the pin are there for safety reason, for not moving the backhoe or falling on you. So having the backhoe very low like this and the legs spread with the both safety pin in, there's no way then the backhoe will fall on you. When I was living in Shefford as a gentleman, exactly what it happened to him. The one leg collapsed and the backhoe fell because the backhoe was very high, like at the beginning. So by dropping it and putting, disengaging the locking mechanism and putting the pin back, it won't fall too much on that side. Anyway, the big weight is right from the center of the gravity is right here. So by putting two pieces of wood, so it ain't gonna fall like this, because all the weight here will keep it like that, and plus the piece of wood. All right, now the most important thing, and again, never ever run the tractor when those two lines are disconnected, because that's a continuous flow of hydraulic. It's directly, see it like it's directly connected to the pump. So right now, I drop the pressure so it's easy to disconnect and put the and then I'm gonna disconnect the other one here, and by reconnecting those two lines together, and it's tough going. All right, now it is locked. What it does, it's lock the pressure, the hydraulic pressure on the backhoe itself. So if I ever touch the cylinder, yes, it's gonna have a risk of collapsing, but not because it's on a piece of wood. I have the two legs, and plus I have the pin, all the pins in. The most important step is, before starting back, again, I cannot emphasize enough, is reconnect those two lines together. And I'm just gonna remove this right here, because that's the hydraulic, the two hydraulic line, one feeding and then one return. It's always a constant flow. So that's why I'm recommending to you, and not recommending, but please do it. Is connect your hydraulic line. Alright, so I'm gonna move the tractor a little bit forward to install the 3-point attachment. Alright, cheers. Alright folks, each time I disconnect my backhoe, I always do an inspection on the rear part of it, if the pins are okay, bended or stuff like that. It never happened, but just double check. But the other thing, the two things I do is I do grease that little grease zerk. It's in the back, it's feasible to grease it, but it's tough going. So I always grease it each time it's disconnected. And on the top of that is I use a kind of a pad. You can make yourself, like you can use a rag, and I mark it right here, and that's a chafing point because of the rear of the tractor. So now what I'm going to do is just put a tie wrap, and that will protect the hydraulic hose from chafing up. Alright, cheers. There you go. So that will protect the hoses very good. Alright? Alright folks, so I removed the 3-point attachment for the trailer or the RV. I installed my my bar. You do not need to remove the 3-point attachment. You leave it there for attaching the backhoe, so that's a great advantage. The only thing you have to remove is the top link of the 3-point. All right, so let's do that. Cheers. Sorry if the camera is an angle. Now, in order to lift this to get the little pin on the hook, you need to connect the hydraulic lines. So you shut down the tractor before disconnecting that line, because remember, it's a loop, it's all constant flow. So if you do disconnect it, problem will occur quite fast, as they told me. Alright, so let's connect that. I am not leaking. Alright. So time to raise these. Final touch for connecting the top load. Often you have to play with the boom, so the rear boom. Alright, so this time I had a little problem. It's because the top hole, there's so many various factors. It's the tilt from left to right, but that's easy fix. Once the bottom pins are settling totally in the bottom, just hold on. Alright, when both of these on each side are completely in the bottom, that means they are even. The only thing you have to play is from forward to rear to make sure that the top pin go line up. And for that, either you play with the I forgot the name of these, the hydraulic pads, or you can play with the backhoe itself to help to tilt it. All right. And you just take your time and it works. All right, so the only thing you have to do is secure the hydraulic line in the back, stuck between these, because if they get loose they can get hanging, so always attach them with a piece of tie wrap. All right, so hope that helped you. For big backhoe owners, small backhoe owners, anyhow, it's a very useful for me. It has been paid itself greatly. The tractor is at roughly 420 hours, and I'd say 1/4 of it, it's backhoe time therapy. All right, so I hope you like it. Cheers.